So my eye is being all watery and weird, but we're just gonna go with it. What's up? It's Andy. Welcome back to my channel. This video is gonna be my reading wrap up for the month of May. I read 9 things this month. Not as good as last month, but oh well. Start with a couple stats. 1 2-star book, 2 3-star books, 3 4-star books, and 3 5-star books. This month was really exciting because 2 of my most anticipated releases for the year came out, and I got to read them both, and I was so happy, and they didn't disappoint. The first book I finished was Detour. That was by Rika Herberth and Michelle Moore. This is a male-male romance that follows Ethan and Nick, and there's a road trip involved. I do have a video reviewing this book in detail, so I'll link that below. Check that out if you're interested. And I did give that book 4 stars. Next, I read Surprise Me by Sophie Kinsella. Her books are usually very funny, and they're usually kind of like chick lit or whatever you want to call it. This one I did give 3 stars. It follows this married couple, and they go to their checkup. The doctor kind of freaks them out, saying that they had 67 years more of marriage to live, and it started making them a little stir crazy, so they try to surprise each other, and different obstacles come up with that. Some of them were pretty funny. There's kind of a mystery surrounding the main character's dad, who is deceased. Overall, this wasn't my favorite from her. I gave it 3 stars. Most of her books are 4-star reads for me. This one just wasn't that great. Next book I finished was Leah on the Offbeat by Becky Albertalli. I talked about this in my rapid fire book tag, which was my last video. I did give this 5 out of 5 stars. It's in the same world as Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda. This is Leah, who is one of his friends. I heard a lot of people say that they were disappointed in this, that they didn't like Leah, and that it read like fan fiction to them. I don't know, but I loved it. I like Leah. She's not sunshine and rainbows, and she's mean and grouchy, and sometimes isn't very nice, but hashtag relatable. The premise is that this is Leah's senior year of high school, so there's all that drama of applying to colleges, figuring out what you want to do, and she's bisexual, and she's not out to her friends, even though her best friend Simon is gay. It's her kind of coming to grips with that, and there's a cute romance in there too. Then I read Son of the Dawn by Cassandra Clare. This is the first short story that's gonna be in the Ghost of the Shadow Market book. I love the Shadowhunter world. I did give this 5 out of 5 stars. Love seeing young baby Jace, Alec, and Izzy. And Corrupt by Penelope Douglas. I gave this 2 stars. It was the book Hangover book of the month, and pretty much everyone hated it. The main character's name is Erika, but of course all these kind of books have to shorten the main character's name, so everyone calls her Rika. Is Erika so hard? And for this being a smutty book, it was really long and just boring. The good parts weren't even good. They sucked. The premise is there's this group of bad boy basketball players. There's one named Michael, and this girl Rika is dating his brother, but she's in love with Michael and whatever. So one night she hangs out with him and his friends. Him and his friends do a bunch of bad things. They're not nice guys. And his friends end up going to jail for a few years. Then lo and behold, all this time they blame her for putting them in jail. So the whole point of this book is her reconnecting with Michael, but they're out to get her, make her life miserable. Even as I'm explaining it, it sounds stupid. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about it, because I'm already bored talking about it. It's dumb. I'm over the whole bad guy love interest thing. No, let's just have some nice normal guys. These guys being assholes means that, like, oh, they really do love you. Like, I'm over it. Onto a better note, next I read Puddin by Julie Murphy. Oh my god. So, FYI, I love Julie Murphy, and this was another one of my most anticipated books of the year. It's a companion slash sequel to Dumplin'. It follows Millie, who is friends with Willow Dean from the first book. And she's a plus size gal. She's sweet and so cute. Like, she's a cinnamon roll. Exactly. Like, she's adorable. And she's so nice. And then there's this girl, Callie, who is on the dance team at their school. And she's, you know, she's the mean girl. And their paths cross and they're stuck working with each other for a while due to some circumstances that I won't get into because spoilers. One part that I thought was really adorable is Millie gets her wisdom teeth taken out, and after she's all, you know, drugged up on the medicines after that for pain, she goes on this texting tirade, and you just have to read it. It's funny, it's cute, and there's growth in there. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. It didn't disappoint. Next I read The Orphans Tale by Pam Jinoff. I guess this book is kind of popular, but I hadn't heard about it on the YouTubes. My friend Heather had told me about it and told me that I needed to read it, so I did. It takes place during World War II, and it's about a circus. It follows 2 main characters named Noah and Astrid, and it's basically about their friendship. Like, this girl Noah is kicked out by her family. She escapes to the circus and has to learn how to do the flying trapeze to basically earn her keep. Astrid and Noah don't like each other at first, but become very good friends. It's tragic, but so good. The ending and that epilogue, like, I was dead. It's so heartwarming, and it was really good. I gave it 4 stars. One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I gave this 4 stars. The main character's name is Emma, and she marries her high school sweetheart, Jesse, and he ends up going on a trip around their 1-year anniversary, and his plane is lost. He's presumed dead. Emma grieves for her husband, of course, and as hard as it was, she does find love again in Jesse, who is a man that she did know in high school, and they reconnected. This isn't a spoiler because it's in the synopsis and it's like in the beginning of the book. Jesse didn't in fact die, and he ends up coming back. And the point of the story is she's basically torn between, she's engaged to this new guy and has found love again, but her husband, who she loved and disappeared, has come back. So who is she gonna be with? What's she gonna do? I really do enjoy Taylor Jenkins Reid's writing style. She really fleshes out her characters and makes you like really feel for them. This is only the 2nd book I've read of hers, and this wasn't my favorite. I gave it 4 stars. I did like Maybe in Another Life better. So now that I've read 2 of her books, I'm going to read The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and I'm so excited about it. The last book I read was Fiction Can Be Murder by Becky Clark. This was an e-arc I got on NetGalley. This is the first book in a new cozy mystery series. The main character's name is Charlemagne, or Charlie, which, side note, that nickname doesn't irritate me because, okay, if you got a name like Charlemagne, shorten it Charlie, makes sense. Anyways, so I gave this 3 stars. It wasn't my favorite. The main character is an author, and she writes mystery stories, and her publisher ends up dying, but the way she's murdered is how it's done in her latest manuscript. Meaning this book hasn't been published yet, only a few people have even looked at it. So she's of course blamed for the murder and has to try to clear her name by doing her own investigation, of course, because it's a cozy mystery. What else do you expect? I didn't really care for Charlie as a character. I don't know, she was just really ditzy and like did stupid things, at least in my opinion. I found the pacing in this mystery to be on the slow side, which I didn't care for. and the ending seemed really far-fetched. To me, at least, it was kind of convoluted, if you ask me. But I gave this 3 stars, like I said. I don't think that I want to read any more of this particular series. I just didn't care for it enough. It was okay though. So that's everything I read in May. I hope you guys enjoy. If you would like to see any more in-depth reviews of any of the books I mentioned, please comment and let me know. Also comment and let me know what videos you would like to see me do. I do have a question, so if you made it to the end, hello, thank you. I'm thinking about trying to put some more different videos on my channel. I started to get into like project panning some makeup items, and I would like to do more makeup related things on my channel. So if any of you that are subscribed would also like to watch that, let me know. I know I wouldn't be the first one that mixed books and makeup on the same channel. It's been done, and I don't really feel like making a whole other channel. So just let me know what you guys think. Thanks. As always, links to my Goodreads and Twitter will be linked below. And until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!